ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मयोगविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योगवेदान्त दर्शनज्ञानसाधनद्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापने निश्चितानाम् अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां दिग्विजयार्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न वयं सर्वे करिष्यामः। आदौ योग दर्शनाचार्याणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः ओम कपिलमहर्षये नमः कपिलमहर्षये नमः ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः पतंजलि महर्षये नमः पतंजलि महर्षये नमः ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः व्यास महर्षये नमः व्यास महर्षये नमः। उवत श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम तृतीय पादम विभूति पादम सूत्राणि फर्स्ट 6 सूत्रास 2 बार। ओम देशबन्धः चित्तस्य धारणा देशबन्धः चित्तस्य धारणा तत्र प्रत्यय एकतानता ध्यानं तत्र प्रत्यय एकतानता ध्यानं तदेव अर्थमात्र निर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यमिव समाधिः तदेव अर्थमात्र निर्भासं स्वरूपशून्यम् इव समाधिः त्रयम् एकत्र संयमः त्रयम् एकत्र संयमः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तज्जयात् प्रज्ञालोकः तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः। So we are seeing the 6th sutra where Sutrakara says Tasya Bhumishu Vinyogaha. Once we mastered the chitta in the Samyamata, means controlling it with regard to Desha Kala Vastu. In those 3 channels only the chitta Vrutthis run. So we have consciously mastered them. Final achievement is through Samadhi, which is never possible without Dhyana, which is never possible without Dharana. And these 3 Antaranga sadhanas cannot be done without the Bahiranga sadhanas of Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. All these 8 are limbs of one yoga sadhana. You know, like every limb of the body has to be intact to be healthy and happy. So to the Ashtanga Yoga में 8 अंगों को हमें practice करना. And the result of it is Sanyama Chitta. Then here it is said Tasya Tajayat Prajna Alokaha. Then only the Prajna Drushti, Samadhi Prajna Drushti will come. That will be again later on discussed. Now in the sequence of development of thought, this particular Samyama Chitta has to be utilized in different bhumi. Okay, and there we have seen what is the meaning of different bhumi में use करना. One bhumi is negatives remove करने में, second bhumika is including or inculcating positive qualities, third is in search of the truth or the self. This Samyama Chitta has to be utilized. And then yesterday we came to two thoughts. One thought is what? Before conquering the lower or bhumikas, adhara bhumika, we cannot achieve the higher ones. Ki nahi ajita adhara bhumihi anantara bhumi virangya pranta bhumishu samyamam labhate. The general understanding is what? Without conquering the lower bhumi, higher you can't. The particular understanding is without conquering the outer world, you cannot conquer the inner world through samyama. Here, tapra antaha bhumihi samyamam labhate. तो inner samyam. तो पहले संयम चित्त से you be regular in your naukari. You be regular in doing your seva to world. You be regular, disciplined in properly responding to the world without creating any problem. In that way, bahar ka jagat ko jeeto. So Samyama Chitta made us conquer the outer world. Now use the Samyama Chitta in making your body healthy, in making your mind purified, in making your Chitta also free from Vrutthis, in making your intellect sharper. They are called using the Samyama Chitta achievement for the inner development. That's called as Bhumishu Viniyoga. Okay, this is what thing we have seen. Second most important thing is what? This samyamata of the chitta, which we have achieved through dharana, dhyana, samadhi, has another way also of achieving, and that is Ishvara prasadat. Through Ishvara prasad also, samyamata of the chitta will come, and for that we have to do the Ishvara pranidhanam, which was taught in this yoga shastra already 3 times. Samadhi Pada we have seen, in the Sadhana Pada, in Kriya Yoga we have seen, also in the Ashtanga Yoga, in the Niyama Sadhana description we have seen. By that way, here saying that Ishwar Prasad say we can achieve Samyama is fourth time we are told about the importance of Ishwara Prasad. Although it is said by Bhashyakara. In the other 3 occasions, Sutrakara himself told about the Ishvara Prasada achieved through Ishvara Pranidhanam, Saranagati. So it is a Seshwaravada, our Sankhya Yoga, not Nirishwaravada. This is one thing we saw yesterday. Other important crucial thing we saw yesterday was this Samyam of the Chitta, when it becomes so highly sophisticated, let us not misuse it. The worst of the misuse of the Samyama Chitta is in the destructive means it is used. Samyama Chitta se chori kiya. Samyama Chitta se दूसरों का नुकसान किया, देश का द्रोह किया. That also Samyama. Isn't it? People escape from the crimes because they conduct them with so much of Samyam. That's a misusing of Samyama Shakti. इसलिए कोई भी शक्ति नहीं मांगना भगवान से जब तक परमात्मा ही गोल नहीं बनते. Paramatma Nama goal ke liye, whatever Shaktis that are given, we use them and we ask anything required. Need not ask, he gives us what we need. Like I need a Satsanga Shakti to know Paramatma. Bhagwan knows it, so he has given that. बाकी मैं चाहता भी नहीं हूँ. ये थोड़ा सूक्ष्म बात है. Then the worst of using of Samyama is in this way destructive activities. Second, useless using of the Samyama Shaktis, trying to know what is in the Parachitta. Yeah, Vyasa Bhagavan tells us to avoid it. This is where we came yesterday up to. It is said, Ishwar Prasadad Jita Uttaramukasya cha. Then na adara bhumishu parachitta jnanadishu samyamaha yuktaha. दूसरों के चित्त में क्या है उसको जानने के लिए संयम को यूज नहीं करना. अकस्मात क्यों? बिकॉज तद अर्थस्य अन्यथा एव अवगतत्वात्. The two reasons of explanation of this is what? The samyam of the chitta is not to know what's in others' minds. Samyam of the chitta is for you to know your own inner self. Don't misuse it. This is one meaning. Second is what? If you know what is there in the chitta of others, unnecessarily you develop ragadvesha. Unnecessarily you label that person. Unnecessarily you comment about that person in front of the others. What are the use of all this to a yogi whose purpose is Swarupa Pratishta, Kaivalya Prapti? ये तो सब distraction है ना. Therefore, it is never advised. What is the parachitta? And we have explained yesterday how the parachitta jnanam is so much disturbing, distracting. मैं अपने चित्त के परेशानियों से जूझ रहा हूँ. Why should I know about your chitta? You know, this is a very intelligent life. Like a doctor, he gives patients body का जो disease है. No, the doctor cannot worry about what the worry that patient will have. Otherwise, he will become a patient. वो पूछेगा तो उसका हम जवाब देंगे. Otherwise, why should I have the worry also? Even if that fellow tells in this mental way I'm troubled and suffering, the doctor will give the psychological answer. He cannot carry the load. अरे बेचारा ऐसा दुखी हो गया रे. Like yesterday we saw Rama Chitta. What is it? Vasishtha Vishwamitra will know only to treat. They won't be worried by Rama's that position, just like our Dasharathi was. Dasharathi was worrying because he is having attachment for Rama. I am telling you, he is very intelligent thought, but he will never agree those who are emotional. Very, very tough to grasp it. We think it is wrong absolutely. It is हमको लगता है कि बहुत गलत है ये तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए बट दिस इज द इंटेलिजेंट वे फॉर एग्जाम्पल योर ओन सन यू गाइड हिम व्हाट टू डू व्हाट नॉट टू डू बात खत्म अब उसके चित्त में क्या है वो कितना परेशान हो रहा है व्हाई आर यू वरीड लेट हिम टेल यू गिव सॉल्यूशन एंड द फनीएस्ट वे इन द संसारा द cause for all dukkha is what you tell that fellow who never wants to listen and he never wants to change and you suffer because of not only his suffering more than that you suffer because he is not listening to you. Father never suffers because the child is becoming bad. He suffers because he is not listening to me. Because ego. काय को चिंता है इतना? You know what is right. You told him. अब no leave it to him. The ball is in his court. But स्वामी जी वो दिन ब दिन बिगड़ ही जा रहे हैं. भाई क्या करूं? आप चुप. अब कुछ रोना मत पहले. What is there? What can be done? You see, solution is there. You gave. He is not applying. I am doing the Gita Upanishad class. People come or don't come, listen or don't listen, practice or don't practice. I can't be the managing director, self-appointed. Impossible, not for me to have peace if I do that. That is the meaning of Parachitta Jnanadishu Samyama Yukta. Samyama na Yukta. I tell you, the highest level of intelligent living life is what? If somebody says, मैं तुमको secret बता रहा हूँ, ये बता रहा हूँ, only one question, is it related to God? नहीं, not related to God, but very interesting, very inspiring, very मुझे नहीं सुनना. If it is related to God, you tell. If not, how much ever it is blunderous, I am not interested. This is called wisdom to protect our own chitta. Otherwise, that fellow puts his kachara on my head, he goes away, और मुझे इसका suffer करना पड़ता है. I have to suffer when you tell me about somebody is good or bad. Because that memory will be in my mind, no? Why should I listen? ये भगवान के बारे में क्या या सुनाओ नहीं तो नहीं हनुमान जी ऑलवेज लाइक दैट राम संबंधी वेलकम नहीं है आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड परचित्त ज्ञानादिषु संयम न युक्ता it has lot of consequences. You do not worry about everybody. You mind yourself. Whoever he may be, the para, anybody around. Don't try to know. Then you'll actually chitta itself is maya. Chitta vrutthis are double maya. Because of chitta vritti, I am an individual. Because of chitta vritti, you are an individual. This is another maya. And you and I are related is the fourth maya. Then I have a responsibility of you, fifth maya. Therefore, I must tell you is the sixth maya. You will never listen to me. That is the reality. And I suffer. ये वाला बात शाम को आपको ना योग वासिष्ठ में एवरीडे इसे रगड़ रगड़ कर सिखाएंगे. Wonderful text we have taken. I'm so excited every day about that text. Whatever we need the Khurak for the other 5 classes, you get from that. And also Rupa Gita. Okay. Now, tad arthasya anyatah eva avagamatvat wo हमने अभी बता दिया. Then, one question. अच्छा ठीक है, you told don't use this Samyama Chitta for knowing what is there in others Chitta. And you also told me you should use it for the conquering of the bhumikas. Okay, bhumishu vinyoga. And Adara bhumi you have to conquer first, then the Uttara bhumi. All that's good. Tell me which are the bhumikas in which this Samyama Chitta has to be used. No, to this question, the answer given by Vyasa Bhagavan himself, Bhashyakara, is very funny, very uncertain, unexpected. What he says is, Bhumehe asyaha yam anantara bhumihi iti. This is the Bhumi I conquered now. Now this is the next Bhumi I have to conquer. Iti atra. In this case, who will tell you what is the next Bhumi to conquer? Nobody from outside will tell you. Who will tell you? Yoga eva upadhyaya. Your yoga sadhana itself is your upadhyaya or teacher to you. Meaning is what? What is the next thing to be conquered? Don't worry about it. What is right now you have to conquer, you do it. When you achieve it, from within, that yoga sadhana itself will tell you what is the next moment to conquer. Have you ever heard this answer? Yoga है वो उपाध्याय. योग साधना ही तुम्हारा टीचर है. मैं नहीं कहूंगा तुमको. Because when you conquer the lower bhumika, what is next? Itself will surface in you. How can I assess it? You will know it, no? Kahe next wala? Because one thing cannot be told for others. Like I have krodha as predominant. No, I have to conquer it. After that, if I have the lobha, I have to conquer that. And how will I know? When I conquer krodha, then I consciously see within me, अच्छा ये तो हो गया यार, अभी दूसरा है. No, somebody cannot tell me पहले क्रोध करो, पहले फिर उसके बाद काम करो, फिर लोभ करो, because generalize नहीं कर सकते. Achieving samyama chitta is told, generalized. Everybody should achieve it. Use it in bhumis to conquer them, that is common. But which bhumi, from lower to the higher also is told to everyone. You conquer the lower ones, reach to higher. But who is at what level? It is subjective. Therefore, when I do my yoga sadhana of using samyama chitta to conquer one bhumi, of removing some negativity, what is next? I will know from within. Because out of thousands of negativities, who is endowed with what at what time, only he knows. Everybody need not have same negativities. But सबको कुछ ना कुछ होते हैं. So to everybody need not have all positivities. Depending on his sadhana, his capacity, he needs them. Therefore, I can't tell you what I want to learn as good qualities are for you also. General qualities I can tell you. In mutual discussion, we can come out to some answer कि ये वाला ठीक हो सकता है. But final decision has to come from within. तस्य योगा एव उपाध्याय is a very interesting explanation. योग ही तुमको पढ़ाएगा, करो अंदर से पता चलता है. सो योग एव उपाध्याय कथम evam hi uktam. A quotation is given for saying that upadhyaya, the teacher, is yoga only to tell which is the next bhumi to be conquered with samyama chitta. बहुत बढ़िया श्लोक है. What it says, योगेन योगो ज्ञातव्यः योगो योगात् प्रवर्तते यः अप्रमत्तस्तु योगेन स योगे रमते चिरम इति. Very interesting श्लोक. योगेन योगः ज्ञातव्यः. Yogena yoga jnatavya means the clear understanding of the yoga comes to you theoretical only when you practically do it. General opinion is what? Let us know the theory and do practice. In yoga में आप practice करते जाओ, theory पक्का पता चलने लगता है. That is the meaning of yogena yoga ज्ञातव्यः. Second is very powerful. Yoga yogat pravartate. मीन्स व्हाट? योग करने से योग होता है मेरे प्यारे, किताब से पढ़ने से नहीं होता, डेली 1 घंटा बैठकर सुनने से नहीं होता. योगात योग प्रवर्तते. योग करने से योग होता है, सिनेमा देखने से योग नहीं होता, टीवी देखने से योग नहीं होता, गप्पे मारने से योग नहीं होता, सोशल कर्म करने से योग नहीं होता, योग करने से योग होता. डोंट बी इन दैट फूलिश इमेजिनेशन कि कुछ करो और कहो कि मैं वो कर रहा हूँ, ये है. I told you some examples in my life. Anything they like, they do, and they say, we are offering it to Gurudev. Who told you Gurudev has told these things to be done by you? But they have some fancy, some ego. By doing this, they get some name and fame in the society. And nobody cares an individual. Therefore, they need an organization. And they go to that organization. They dominate. And others are Vayakuf number 1. Therefore, they allow him, this fellow, to be dominant. And he does whatever he wants. And he labels that this is what Guru told me to do. Kya tamasha chalta. And in that place, Except main work of the Guru, every nonsense happens and nobody wants to realize. Nobody has guts to say. Everybody is selfish. Vichitra. You all must be experiencing it. योगेन योगः ज्ञातव्यः. योगः योगात् प्रवर्तते. योग करो तो योग होता है भाई, भोग करो तो योग थोड़ी होता है. योग का सोचने से योग नहीं होता. एनीथिंग नो, चाय बनाने से बनती है चाय, चाय का सोचने से चाय नहीं होता. मैं बनाता नहीं हूँ, माय हस्बैंड मेक्स, बट समबडी, किसी को तो बनाना पड़ेगा ना. इफ ही आल्सो थिंक्स अबाउट इट, इट विल नॉट कम. योगः योगात् प्रवर्तते. थर्ड इज व्हाट? यः अप्रमत्तः तु योगेन. The one who is fully steadfast, alert in doing his yoga sadhana with full liking and commitment, etc. Saha yogi ramate chiram. He is the one who will revel in doing the yoga continuously for a long time, eternally, and also in the result of that yoga, up to the asampragnata samadhi, nirvija samadhi, kaivalya prapti. Therefore, in this what is said, be practical in doing the yoga. Don't just hold on to theory. Now, is it not the right time for the Vyasa Bhagavan to tell this to us? When for Uttamadhikari, what is sadhana? Madhyam ke liye kya hai? The Adam ke liye kya hai? Ya Mandadhikari. Sab ke liye kya hai sadhana? After telling all that, the important thing to be done right now is you choose and do the yoga practically. यम करने से यम होता है, नियम करने से नियम होता है, नहीं करने से, जोड़ने से नहीं होता. So to dharana dhyana samadhi karo, tabhi samyam chitta hoga. Use that samyam chitta to conquer the your lower bhumikas. Then only you will be able to conquer them. By saying this, Sakshat Vyasa ji keh rahe, nobody's, no God's grace or nothing works unless you work. And even God's grace works only when you do Sharanagati. Sharanagati, is it not a work? Do you think it's a small work? A lazy fellow who is an escapist from sadhanas, do you think he will be able to surrender? And will it be a surrender? Do you think the God will accept it? You know, the more I do Sharanagati to God in its true sense, you know what the God makes me do? He makes me do the yoga only. Because that's the way for realization. Escaping yoga is not Sharanagati. Lord will put me in yoga if I truly surrender. Because from within he'll talk, "Arey tere to baat samjha main, you have to go to that level, for that you do this yoga sadhana." This is an important topic. This is then अब हो गया तस्य भूमिषु विनियोगः, सूत्र number 6th one. Now 7th one is so simple, as we were discussing it every day. I am reading the 7th sutra today to explain tomorrow. Trayam antarangam purvebhyah, trayam antarangam purvebhyah, trayam antarangam purvebhyah. So compared to the earlier 5 sadhanas, these 3 of dharana dhyana samadhi are antaranga sadhanas. Now the next step is very crucial. To tell that next step, this sutra is said. In the next step, what will be told to us? There is a higher sadhana called as nirvija samadhi prayatnam. From in comparison with that, even this dharana dhyana samadhi, which we have acclaimed as greatest sadhanas, they also become bahiranga only. They are not so great. Something greater is there to be achieved beyond that. Those very sublime sutras with Vyasa Bhashyam we'll study tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. We will see. Badhiya